What is up, Facebook? So if you're watching this live, let me know in the comments below if the audio is clear. So looking at the current situation right now all over the world, when was the last time that something like this happened? And for those of you that have been quarantined and you are staying at home, when was the last time that you were actually forced in this way to be still? To me, you see, it's almost as if the universe is forcing us to go into stillness. We have been too busy. We have been pushing too hard. We have been chasing too much. We have been worrying too hard. So because of this, to me, there is no more perfect time for this time to just be with ourselves. Especially for those of you, if you don't even have a proper relationship with yourself. If you lack self-understanding, you haven't had a time to be at peace with yourself, to be alone with yourself, to understand who you really are at your deepest level, especially if you have been dealing with problems, emotional burdens, or there are limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. You don't know why you are not performing at work, or you're having anger inside of you, you're having frustration, you're having anxiety, you're experiencing fear, guilt, and things like that are inside of you, or even limiting beliefs that hold you back. You don't think that you can be a good leader. You don't think that you can be a good salesperson. You see, all these things that are inside of you, if you can't find stillness on the inside by dealing with these issues, you cannot find stillness on the outside, especially during this time when it is chaotic, when it is difficult, when it is messy, and fear and confusion is everywhere. If you can't find stillness on the inside, you can't build a relationship with yourself on the inside, you can't master yourself on the inside, how are you going to go out there and perform and execute and lead and be that dependable rock that everyone needs you to be right now? So there is no more perfect time right now for you to go into the silence, to experience stillness, and have that inner dialogue with yourself and really re-examine all these things, re-examine your goals, re-examine your strategy for the rest of the year, and just reassess and fine-tune everything. But you cannot do that if you're always busy. You cannot do that if you're always chasing. You can't do that if you're always overworking yourself and every day goes on the same and you're just pushing, pushing, pushing and working harder. Don't you need some time for yourself? Don't you need some silence to just be at peace, be with inner peace with yourself, if you know what I mean, right? To experience that clarity. So the best way to experience this relationship with yourself, to be still, the best way to look on the inside and draw strength when everyone is looking all over the place and looking on the outside and feeling weak, confused, and fearful, the best way for you to look inside is to learn the art of being still. So what is the best way to do that? The best way is to meditate, is to go into the silence. How many people have problems keeping their body still and keeping their mind still? Are you aware that just your ability to be physically still, mentally still, physically relaxed, and mentally relaxed? Do you know that just these four things alone, the ability to be still and go into silence, is a total and complete gem in a world filled with chaos? Don't you agree? When was the last time you were forced to be still? So now is the perfect time for you to build that relationship with yourself, to experience stillness, to understand yourself for who you really are, to see those limiting beliefs that hold you back, those emotional burdens that have been weighing on you, and whatever it is that you need to dissolve, whatever it is that you need to let go, so that you can transform and go out there and Be this new person where you are rejuvenated, where you are re-energized, where you are well rested. Now is the perfect time, not just for physical quarantine. Now is the perfect time for spiritual quarantine. When you go into spiritual hibernation and just take some time off to be alone and just get to know yourself better. Just clear all that mess, clear all that blockage, right? And then you spread love, you spread thoughts of health, wealth, love, stability, and groundedness and clarity. Now is the perfect time to go into the inner space and develop the inner knowing and develop the inner strength and develop the inner confidence, right? So for that reason, I am giving out a completely free program. It is a 7-day challenge, a seven-day stillness challenge, where for a week, for 7 consecutive days, you are going to learn how to go into the silence and learn the art of being physically still, physically relaxed, and mentally relaxed for 7 consecutive days. You might be asking me, why are you talking about stillness at this point? Isn't now the perfect time to do more and run about more? No, now it's not the time to do that. If you're asking that, then you don't understand this whole stillness thing that I'm talking about. Those that look on the outside and they draw in thoughts of fear, worry, and panic, they are living on the outside in. But those that look on the inside and they draw grit from the inside, they draw resilience from the inside, they draw clarity from the inside. You see, there's a world within, inside every single one of us, that has infinite supply, infinite resources, infinite abundance. If you just know how to train your mind and body to go into the silence and access all this infinite stillness, all this infinite supply, you will never be shaken on the outside. That is how you can find true stillness, which is what I define as the ability to find balance in a world of chaos. You're not just not moving, you're actually finding the balance. You're creating harmony whenever there is balance, whenever there is chaos. Because the fact is that how you deal with this current situation is going to be how you deal with every other challenge that you're going to face for the rest of 2020. Comment below if you agree with what I just said. How you deal with this current challenge, it says a lot about how you're going to deal with the rest of 2020. And we are just getting started. So if you want to cut through all your obstacles, if you want to dominate the rest of your game in 2020, you must be able to find stillness on the inside and rid yourself of limiting beliefs, emotional burdens, a lack of purpose, a lack of clarity. You want to release all of these and then put in the ideals that you want and reprogram them into your subconscious mind so that you transform. But you can't do that if you're always busy, always overworking, always pushing yourself. The very first foundation, whether you're an athlete, you're a businessman, you're a salesperson, you're a business owner, your family man, whatever it is, stillness must be the first foundation in everything that you do. It's just like martial arts. If you don't have the foundation, you cannot layer anything else. So take this period of time as a perfect opportunity, turn it into your advantage by taking 7 days of my stillness challenge. Learn the art of meditation, how to be physically still, physically relaxed, mentally relaxed. There's no point reading books and understanding this at an intellectual level. Your body, just like a martial artist, must go through the actual exercises and training that I'm about to be giving to you free, completely free, in my 7-day stillness challenge program. All you need to do, by the way, if you understand everything that I'm saying and you are ready to take on this challenge. By the way, if you don't see yourself being able to be still for 7 consecutive days, just ignore this video and pretend that you didn't hear anything. But if you understand the message that I'm trying to send out, and you want to take on this challenge, decide right now that you're going to start on Monday, where all of us are starting inside my private Facebook group. 7 consecutive days. Decide that you're going to see it through the very end, even if the heavens fall. Otherwise, don't just ignore this message and don't get started at all. Otherwise, if you're in and you understand this message, Write in the comments below, be still and know, so that I know that you know. And if you know of a friend that has been just overworked, too busy chasing, too busy grinding, too busy pushing, do them a favor and tell them about this message, that now is the perfect time to be still. And you know what? Just tell them about this whole free challenge. Send them to seansena.com/SOS. That stands for 7 days of stillness. That's seansena.com/SOS. Get them to read the letter. Get them to watch the video and enroll in the program. It's completely free, right? It's completely free if they just join my private Facebook group for emotional healing. You can access the group somewhere in my page or seansena.com/group. Sign up for the program. Let your friends know. Let the world know that now is the perfect time to be still and build a relationship with yourself and let go what you need to let go and come out of this crisis. Turn this crisis into an actual advantage. When people are living in worry, fear, and panic, you gain clarity, you gain groundedness, you release all your blockages, you reprogram your mind with stillness. How's that for a foundation? Whatever you do in life, you need stillness as your foundation, because if you can't find stillness on the inside, you can't find stillness on the outside. Do you agree? So that is my message for today. Any comments, questions, feedback, just send them my way. And if you watch this at a later time and you want in on my free 7-day stillness challenge program, just shoot me a message and then I will get you set up. Until next time, it's Sena. Keep safe and wash your hands.